The secret of the special seeds. John lived on a farm. His farm was big. John was a farmer. He worked every day. The sun was often bright. John liked his farm. He liked his plants. He liked his family. His family was Mary, his wife, and Tom, his son, and Lily, his daughter. They lived in a house on the farm. The house was old, but it was good. Every morning, John went to the field. He looked at the soil. The soil was brown. It was ready for seeds. John had many seeds. He had corn seeds. He had tomato seeds. He had apple seeds. He had old seeds. One day, a man came. The man had a box. The box was new. The man smiled at John. "Hello, John," he said. "I have special seeds." John looked at the box. The box was red. Inside were many small bags. The bags had seeds. They were new seeds. "What are they?" John asked. "They are super seeds," the man said. "They grow fast. They grow big. They make much food." John thought. He had old seeds. They were good. But fast and big sounded good, too. John took some bags of new seeds. He said thank you. The man left. John looked at the new seeds. They looked like old seeds. But they were special, the man said. The next day, John went to the field. He took his old seeds. He took his new seeds. He planted the old seeds in one field. He planted the new seeds in another field. He wanted to see. He put the corn seeds in the soil. He put the tomato seeds in the soil. He gave them water. The sun was warm. He waited. Every morning, John went to see the plants. He looked at the old seeds. He looked at the new seeds. The old seeds started to grow slow. Little green shoots came up. The new seeds started to grow fast. Very fast. John saw them. He was surprised. The new seeds had shoots already. They were green, and they were taller. A few days later, the old plants were small. They were just starting. The new plants were already big. They had many leaves. John smiled. "Wow," he said. Mary came to the field. She looked at the plants. "John," she said, "these new plants are very big. They are very green." John nodded. "Yes," he said, "they are special." Tom and Lily came too. They ran in the field. "Look, Dad," Tom shouted. "The new corn is so tall." Lily pointed. "The new tomatoes have many flowers." The new corn plants grew very, very tall. Taller than John. Taller than the house. The old corn plants grew tall, but not so tall. The new leaves were very dark green. The new tomato plants had many flowers. Then they had many small tomatoes. The small tomatoes grew big fast. Very fast. The old tomatoes grew slow. They were also big, but it took more time. Soon, it was harvest time. John picked the new corn. The ears of corn were very big. They were yellow. They were heavy. He picked many ears. More than before. He picked the new tomatoes. The tomatoes were very red. They were very round. They were very big. He filled many baskets. More than before. Mary cooked the new corn. She boiled it. It smelled good. Tom and Lily sat at the table. They were hungry. John sat too. They ate the new corn. "It tastes good," Tom said. "It is sweet," Lily said. John ate his corn. It was sweet. It was good. It was soft. He felt happy. Mary made a salad with the new tomatoes. The tomatoes were juicy. They were red. They were fresh. They all ate the salad. "This salad is the best," Mary said. John agreed. The new plants gave much food. So much food. John took the food to the village market. He sold the new corn. He sold the new tomatoes. Many people bought the food. "Wow, these tomatoes are big. This corn looks so fresh." People were happy. John made much money. More money than before. John planted only new seeds the next season. He liked the fast growth. He liked the big food. He liked the much food. He liked the much money. His farm was doing very good. His family was happy. They had new clothes. They had new tools for the farm. The house was painted new. Life was good. The new corn grew again. The new tomatoes grew again. The plants were always big. Always fast. Always much food. One day, an old friend came. His name was Peter. Peter was a farmer too. But his farm was small. Peter looked at John's field. "John," Peter said, "your plants are very big. Your plants are very green. They look different." John smiled. "They are special seeds," he said. Peter picked a new tomato. He looked at it. He felt it. It was very firm. "It looks very perfect," Peter said. "But, it is very perfect." Peter took a bite. It tastes good, he said. Very sweet. But is it really a tomato? John laughed. Of course, it is a tomato, he said. A super tomato. Peter went home. He thought about the special seeds. He had old seeds. His plants grew slow. His food was sometimes small. But he knew his food. John kept planting the special seeds. He was very busy. He had so much food to pick. So much food to sell. Other farmers in the village started to use special seeds too. They saw John's success. The village market was full of big corn. Full of red tomatoes. Full of perfect vegetables. Everyone had much food. The food was cheap now. Because there was so much food. One morning, Lily did not want to eat her apple. It tastes strange, she said. Mary looked at the apple. It was very red. It was very shiny. It looked perfect. But it is a new apple, Mary said. It is sweet. Lily shook her head. No, she said. It is too sweet. It is not like Grandma's apples. John thought about Grandma's apples. They were sometimes small. Sometimes they had little spots. But they always tasted like apples. The new apples were always big. Always perfect. Then, Tom's friend got sick. His friend ate many new strawberries. Many strawberries. His tummy hurt. His mother said, maybe the new fruit is too strong for him. John heard this. He thought about it. The new fruit was very big. Very bright. It grew very fast. Was it too strong? One day, John walked in his field. He looked at the new corn plants. They were very tall. They were very green. But there were no bees. Few bees. The old corn plants always had many bees. The bees liked the old plants. The new plants had no bees. John wondered, where were the bees? He saw some birds. The birds usually ate some corn. But the birds did not eat the new corn. They flew away. The new corn looked untouched. John remembered the man with the special seeds. The man said they were super seeds. He did not say anything about bees or birds. Mary also noticed something. The soil feels different, she told John. It feels tired. We always put good things in the soil. But now it feels empty. John knelt down. He touched the soil. It was still brown. But it did feel different. The new plants grew so fast. They took so much from the soil. John had some old seeds left. He had kept them in a jar. For many years, he took out a few old tomato seeds. They were small. They were brown. He planted them in a small corner of the farm. Just a few old seeds. He gave them water. He watched them. They grew slow. Very slow. The old tomato plants grew. They were not so big. They had a few small tomatoes. John picked one old tomato. It was not perfectly round. It was a little soft. He took a bite. Ah, he said. The taste was different. It was not super sweet. It was more like an old tomato. A real tomato from his childhood. Mary tasted it too. This tomato, she said. It reminds me of Grandma's garden. Lily tried it. It's not too sweet, she said. I like this one. John thought more. The new seeds gave much food. Much money. But the old seeds gave much taste. And they kept the bees. And the birds. And the soil was happy. The problem was not clear. Was new good? Was old good? Both gave food. But they gave different food. Different feelings. John walked in his field every day. He looked at the new plants. They were still big. They were still green. They still made much food. But something felt different in John's heart. His neighbor, Mr. Green, used special seeds too. Mr. Green's field was full of big corn. John, you are so lucky. Mr. Green said, these seeds are the best. John smiled. He nodded. But he also looked at the sky. He looked at the birds. He looked at the bees. They were still not many. One evening, John sat with Mary. Mary, he said, the new seeds, they are very good for money. Mary nodded. Yes, John, we have much money now. But, John continued, the old seeds, they feel like home. Mary looked at John. She understood. The taste is different, she said. And the soil is different. John decided something. He would plant some old seeds next season. Not all old seeds, but some. He wanted the bees back. He wanted the birds back. He wanted the old taste back for his family. He went to his small shed. He found his jar of old seeds. He had many old seeds left. He held them in his hand. They were small. They were simple. They were old. The sun set over the farm. The fields were still. The new plants stood tall. Like soldiers. The old plants in the corner were small. But they were there. John felt a little sad. He felt a little happy. It was a big change on his farm. The special seeds brought much. But they also took some things. Some small things. Some important things. He knew his farm would not be the same. The food would not be the same. But he could choose. He could choose some old. He could choose some new. He could choose what was best for his family. For his farm. For the future. The secret of the special seeds was not just about big food. It was also about choice. John knew this now. He would try to find the best path. A path with big plants and happy bees. A path with new taste and old memories. It would be a challenge. But John was a farmer. He was always ready for a challenge. He stood up. He walked back to the house. His family was waiting. He would tell them his plan. They would understand. They were a farm family. They knew about seeds. They knew about growth. They knew about change. They knew about food. They knew about life. And they knew about the secret of the special seeds.